What's going on there, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boys and girls and kids of all ages, we are live. Hello. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is your April, May, June, July. That's the month we're in. July episode of Ask-A-Vaper. And today we got a bunch of good stuff coming up for you. Look, see, I even prepared ahead of time so we're not running around like chickens with our heads cut off. Oh, I didn't get any water though. Damn it. Anywho, this is a one-man show here for Ask-A-Vaper, so please bear with me. As you can see over in the chat box, you definitely want to drop your questions there. Ask-A-Vaper is a educational program after all. So we want to make sure we get as many of your questions answered as we possibly can. And then we can say we did our job, because that's really what it's all about for us here. We want to give you the best possible information for all of your vape-related questions. Another thing that I was thinking about a couple weeks ago, as I was trying to figure out what we were going to do this week for the show and everything, I want to start putting out there, because I know not everybody can tune in and watch the show live. So feel free to email me any of your questions, and I'll try to compile them over the month. And then when we do our show in August, any questions that you guys want answers for, you can email me, chip@rvavapes.com, and I will put your questions in next month's format and put an answer down. That'll give me a little bit of time to research it too, if it's something that I'm not familiar with or aware of, or whatever the case may be. That being said, it is July 10th. Happy birthday to my mom. Shout out to her. It is her, we'll call it 44th birthday. Happy birthday, mama. So starting off, as we always do, we want to start off with our advocacy update. It's a big one this month. We've got a ton of stuff going on in the vape industry. Lots of flavor ban discussion, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So, first and foremost, I'm sure if you guys haven't heard by now, I know we talked about it either last month or the month before, but the open question or the open comment period is getting ready to expire. And I'm going to post the link in the chat box right now so that you can go on and comment about the flavor regulation that the FDA is proposing. A little bit of background information for those of you that aren't aware. The FDA is issuing advance notice of proposed rulemaking to obtain information related to the role of flavors in tobacco products. Specifically, the advanced rulemaking blah 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 is seeking comments, data, research results, and other information about, among other things, how flavors attract youth to initiate tobacco product use, and about whether and how certain flavors may help adult cigarette smokers reduce cigarette use and switch to potentially less harmful products. FDA is seeking information to inform regulatory actions FDA might take with respect to tobacco products with flavors under the Federal Drug, Food, Cosmetic Act, as amended by the Family Smoking Prevention and Tobacco Control Act. Potential regulatory actions include, but are not limited to, tobacco product standards and restrictions on sale and distribution of tobacco products with flavors. That was a mouthful. So, that's what's on the table, and I've posted the link in the chat box so that you can see it there. It should end up in the descriptions at the end of the video. But I just want to put you guys up on some information. This was published 3 days ago by Vape News Magazine, and the headline is "A 250,000 fake anti-vaping comments flood FDA." Let's see. So from what I can gather, it was the story was broke by the Canadian News, and it was a bot attack. So a robot or fake, whatever, virtual person posting, whatever you want to call it. A bot attack began on June 8th and ran until June 11th. During this time frame, 255,000 fake comments were made before staff could isolate the incident from offending IP addresses and cease the flow. The comments are under investigation by the FDA. A decision is pending on whether or not to accept the rejected comments. So, here's the thing, folks. There are, as of right this minute, 517,286 comments received about this from the FDA. So, assuming that that's still including the bot numbers, almost half of the comments that have been submitted to FDA about this proposed rulemaking are this bot attack, and they were all anti-vaping. So we have until the 19th, which is not this week, but next Thursday, as to making our comments. So the reason that I spent so much time on this is because we really need to get in there and balance that scale out, because there's no definitive answer of whether or not FDA is going to allow these comments to rein in as part of the research and rulemaking potential. So we really need to step up here and put in our comments about this. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, flavors play a huge role in my vaping, as well as my ability to quit traditional tobacco products through vaping. So that being said, flavors are hugely, hugely, hugely important to me, and I've commented on this long time ago when it first came out back in, March, April, something like that. But they gave us an extension because people wanted extensions to be able to do some research and things like that. So we've gotten the extension, but it's about to run out. It runs out next Thursday. So if you're watching this and you haven't done so, please click that link, regulations.gov, and go to the proposed rule, which is, let me see if I can find the number here. It says regulation of flavors in tobacco products, but the document registration number is 2018-05655. But if you just search in the regulations.gov, regulation on flavors in tobacco products, then you should be able to find it fairly easily. Yeah. So that's the link I put in the chat box that you see to, I think, this side of your screen. Click that, and that'll take you directly to the page you need to go to, and then you can click on the top right corner. It says, here, actually, I can show you exactly what it says. Where are we at? Boop, 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 boop. Like I said, I'm a one-man operation, so I'm doing all this as I'm trying to talk to you guys, so bear with me momentarily here. So this is what the page looks like right here, guys. And you can see in the comments section right here, it says comment now. That's what we want to click. This button right over here. There it goes, big arrow. Click that, and you can fill it out and put your description and any advice that you have or anything like that, as far as what you want and what your experience has been with flavors in vaping. So, now that we got our advocacy update out of the way, I do want to touch on something that these numbers really opened my eyes about. And what that is is how many people have actually commented on this. So let's say, for example, there's 200 million people, 250 million people in the United States. Okay? That's arguable, but it's a good place to start from, right? So if that's how many people are here in the United States, and there's only been 250,000 legitimate comments on this, I feel like that number is pretty low as far as how many vapors are actually out there. And my common misconception this month is that my voice doesn't matter. That is something that we really have to get out of our heads, because everybody's opinion matters, and especially with regard to the FDA and the vaping comments, we need more comments than that. 250,000 is pretty low, and if we don't step up and take 5 minutes and punch in our comments and type a little testimonial or whatever you want to type in there to make sure the FDA sees that you are in need of these flavors in order to continue in the vaping lifestyle and to stay off of traditional tobacco products. If you're interested in tobacco harm reduction, or if you have a loved one or a family member or anything that you know, anybody that's been able to transition to tobacco harm reduction products through vaping with flavors, this is very important that we put it out there. I know people are like, well, the government's going to do what they want to do, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if we go back to tobacco flavor or light tobacco flavor, and I knew in my heart that I didn't put a comment on there, I'm going to feel partially responsible for that. And I would not be able to sleep at night knowing that people lost their, that I lost my ability to vape strawberry or, strawberry candy flavor just because I didn't take 5 minutes and put my comment in there. Every vote counts. As you saw in the last election, we're not going to get into politics or anything, but every vote does count. It was real close, and we want to make sure that this is not something that we play around with. We want to make sure that everybody puts their 2 cents in so that we can get sensible legislation that allows the industry to improve and create better technology that's going to help more people going forward. I just read a study earlier today talking about how in the UK, smoking rates are the lowest they've ever been since they started pulling those numbers. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that the UK has really jumped on board with tobacco harm reduction and vaping. They in their PSAs or whatever, instead of truth, smoking causes cancer, smoking this, that, and the other, they also have people that are, they promote vaping as an alternative to smoking. And I definitely think that's something that this country could learn from and needs to seriously look at. Because offering, a 1-800-QUIT line is great. Offering, medication is great. But that doesn't work for everybody. We need to make sure that we offer this as another alternative, because it's obviously working. If they have the lowest smoking rates in history, that's something they should take a look at. It costs us untold millions, probably billions of dollars trying to help people with these, help people get off of traditional tobacco products, or with the paying for the health ramifications of said traditional tobacco products. Why are we not looking at this? This is something that I think should be looked at as a huge alternative to helping people with health and other things. So if you think your voice doesn't count, that's bullshit. I'm here to tell you that right now. If you think that vaping's not going anywhere because it's too big, look what happened to alcohol in the 20s, the 19 teens and the 1920s. They put that shit on lockdown. Prohibition. That's what they're calling for. That's what these regulations are. It is ostensibly a death warrant to the vape industry as you know it. So, don't sit by and idly watch and be like, it's not really my fight. It is. It's your fight. It's my fight. It's their fight. It's their fight. It's all of our fights. If we don't stick together, it's going to be just like what they did to alcohol in the teens and the 20s. but there ain't going to be no amendment to repeal that shit. Questions? Yes. Yes, John. If you go on that website, you can comment, even if you're not a vapor. You know, if you know family or friends that have, you know, made the switch and were allowed to, and were able to do good things, definitely put that down there. It doesn't have to be from a vapor standpoint. I know my parents, I got them to go on and comment. You know, my dad's never smoked in his life. My mom, happy birthday to her again, smoked for a little while, but then she stopped. But she's really, you know, been super enthusiastic about this whole process. And, you know, I get everybody that I talk to that knows me and knows how much I used to smoke and sees the difference in my life and how I've, you know, am able to do more things and I'm much healthier now. I try to tell them all, you know, I have this page open on my phone all the time. Everybody I talk to, whether it's at, you know, hanging out with some friends, like at the 4th of July cookout, I had pulled out my phone. I had 3 of my friends put comments in. Anything you can do to get more positive feedback about your experience or experience of people you know with vaping, we need to push right now. We got what is it? We got 10 days, including today. That's it, guys. 10 days could decide the future of vaping. So we really need to push hard. It's the last little push to get everything knocked through, and then we can take a little breather and regroup. You know, I just had a phone call from the FDA today talking about they wanted to come look at our facility where we manufacture e-liquids. And I straight up told the dude, I was like, every piece of information you guys putting out is clear as mud. There's no way in hell you can hold us to any sort of accountability without making some of this stuff more clear and easily understandable. There's nothing in it that allows us to really know what you're looking for. And when they put these things out and ask for comments, this is your opportunity, and it's my opportunity as well, to get out there and tell them this is what's going on, this is the way it works, this is why it works, and if you put this industry into prohibition, you're going to hurt a lot of people. And not only are you going to cost a lot of people jobs, but you're going to cost a lot of people their health. You know, we had a military vet come in today that was talking about his doctor sent him in here and told him that he needed to look into this because he needs to stop smoking because he's got liver issues and all kinds of stuff. And it's really rough, man. It's sad to see people that are sick and that are not in good health. And I'm very thankful that I have my health. My family's in fairly good health for the most part, and I want to keep it that way. And I think this is a big thing that can help me stay healthy, help my wife stay healthy, and continue to, you know, progress in a proper fashion. But if I have to go back to the alternative that I had before, which was smoking, it's not going to look good. And flavors was a huge part of that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different flavors that I'm switching between right now. And that's just while I'm sitting here talking to you guys. You know, I change flavors probably 3 or 4 times a day just to switch it up and to get myself, you know, acclimated to something different. Because we all know vapor's tongue, if you vape the same flavor for too long, you're not going to taste it. What if you're only stuck with 2 choices? Tobacco, menthol. If we don't comment, we can't bitch about what happens, guys. So let's really focus on this. Last 10 days, big push. I want to see that number double by the 19th. 517,000. I want to see over 1 million comments by next Thursday. It's not that hard. You tell one friend, get them to tell one friend. We'll be in there like swimwear. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving right along. Now that I've got my rant out of the way for today, that is my common misconception that my voice doesn't count. That's bullshit. My voice does count, and I'm going to make sure that the guys up in Washington hear it because they need it. So that brings us to questions. What am I vaping on right now? Every month somebody asks me that. So I got a new tank on here that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I've got some Dunk from our friends at Dripmore in this guy because I wanted something that wasn't like super overpowering but had a good bakery to it. And I hadn't tried this in a while, so I went back to it and I'm really digging it. Most people I talk to run it hotter. I think it's a little too sweet for me personally on the hottest setting. So I've actually got it almost on the lowest. 85 watts for this tank is like the low end of the recommended wattage for the coil. And then I've got my Espeon from our friends at Joytech. Sent me this guy as a sample and I haven't put it down. I love this thing. It's got your dual 21700 batteries in it. So I get all the battery life. This thing lasts me a day and a half with these two 21700s in it. It's phenomenal. Love the 21700 platform. It is going to be the big thing this year in vaping, I'm telling you. If you ain't got on board yet, you're sleeping. There we go. Sorry, had to turn it back on. Answered that. Yep. Hey, what's up, John? Matt, how you doing, brother? I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate all the love and support for RVA Vapes. Okay. Yes. So, moving right along. To wrap this up, we're about halfway through the show. I think I've got everybody's questions answered. Don't forget, you can always email me, chip@rvavapes.com, and I will get to your question. And if I don't have an answer for you quickly, then I'll just throw it on next month's show and get all your answers then. Cool? So, moving right along to the interactive portion, we're going to talk about a couple of new things we got here at RVA Vapes. You know, we had we had the big field day ticket stop giveaway we did here. That was really fun. We gave away tickets to a big field day, which is the music festival here in Richmond. J. Roddy Walstead, shout out to the local J. Roddy crew. We also had Dashboard Confessionals played there, and AWOL Nation was the headliner. Shout out to those guys. I love them live. That was the third time I saw them. But for the ticket stop, we decided we were going to pick up a couple of new lines of juice, and we really searched around to try to find what was like really hot right now, what people really wanted. And obviously it's in the middle of summertime, so we knew we had to get some good fruity flavors. So we picked up Twist E-Liquids. Shout out to them. They hit us with a bunch of swag and t-shirts that we gave away at the party. It was a really good time. And I think we may be picking up a couple more of their flavors because these are doing pretty good. The first one is my favorite, the Honeydew Chew. It's a really cool honeydew sweet melon combination. It's not a menthol, so don't get it twisted, nothing like that. But if you like melons and you want like a creamy, cool, refreshing, just straight melon flavor, it's like a cantaloupe and a honeydew kind of mixed together. Definitely check that one out. And then, of course, what they're known for is their lemon twist. And the Peach Blossom Lemonade, if you want some good peach juice that's got a nice summer feel to it, definitely check that one out. It's a ripe peach, so it's like a juicy peach, like that first bite just with all the juice in it. Really, really good. And then the last one I think is probably the most popular. It's a refreshing watermelon infused lemonade. So think like fresh cut watermelon strips in the diffuser filled with lemonade out on the porch or out on the back deck or with the barbecue going. It's real good. Got that sweet juicy watermelon thing with a lemony finish in the background. Totally delicious. And we also got another lemonade in. Oh crap, I don't have any handy, but we've got the blue slushy lemonade from our good friends at Keep It 100. They took that blue slushy and added a lemonade finish to it. Oh my god, it is delicious. Mwah, muy delicious. But all of the twist flavors are 120 ml bottles, so you get that box with 260 mls in it. It's kind of a cool idea, you know. You get the 260 mils, you can carry one, leave the other one at home. I like to do one at work, one at home. That way I'm never without juice. It's pretty convenient. The other one we picked up, these guys really hooked us up. They sent us a whole bunch of shirts and stickers and hats that we gave away. Is our good friends at Vapetasia. You know, we were with them back, 4 years, almost. We've been open 5 years, so it was less than that. But like 4 years ago, we did the Killer Custard and the Pineapple Express back in the 30 ml bottles. Then we got away from them for a little while because of some of the marketing practices. But if you look at that Killer Custard bottle, we actually don't have that version. We have the newer version that's got the custard cup on the bottle itself. Here we go. Because of their commitment to us and our commitment to advocacy, to my knowledge, we were actually the first place in the country to have the new Vapetasia packaging, Killer Custard. Look at that. No cartoons anywhere. Super classy. Got your FDA warnings and whatnot on there. Very cool, and I really appreciate them doing this. And rumor is that there may be another new flavor coming in from them too. They used to have a cartoon on it. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Oh, we also got their Blackberry Lemonade, which was chosen out of a blind taste test that we did. That one is a really unique, like, lemonade flavor. The blackberry really sets it off nicely so that it's completely different from any other lemonade flavor I've ever had. And then, of course, Rainbow Road, people wanted their cereal flavor. We tried it, and it's a really good combination of like Crunch Berry meets Fruit Loop with a little bit of cream in the back end. So it's different. It's completely different than any other cereal flavor I've ever had. So if you like cereal, definitely check out Rainbow Road. So let's talk about this tank for a minute here. So what we got going on, just landed, is the Freemax Mesh Pro. This is the newest incarnation. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be displayed. This is the newest incarnation of the Pro tank from our friends at Freemax. This one actually comes with mesh coils inside it. I didn't realize until we actually got them and were able to play with them that this is literally the same tank as the Fireluke Pro. But this one is shipped with their new mesh coils. And that's really what we want to talk about today, because it is a completely new form of mesh that I have not seen before. First off, I don't know if you can see that real well, but check that out. The very first ever dual mesh coils. That's right. 2 times the mesh flavor. And you can't really see it here, but we're going to do a review on this guy in the next week or so once I have some more time with it. But the mesh that they have in here is completely different than any mesh I've ever seen. It's like a diamond or hive type of honeycomb shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 6-sided honeycomb shape that they're using for the mesh. So it's kind of like halfway between a traditional round wire coil and the mesh coils that have been on the market previously. So there's a lot of cool innovation going on here. The other thing that really jumped out at me, I don't know if you could see that, but look at those wicking holes, right? Let me put this down for a second. So if you look at it, you see that? See, that's your standard wicking hole right there. And then this wicking hole is filled only halfway. It's only filled halfway. So that allows the juice to flow freely inside there, so you're really getting 360 degrees saturation of that coil head. That is really, really cool. Let me see if I can give you a good look here. Let's try this. Can I do this? Yeah. Oh, I had it for a second there. Let me backlight it. Yeah, that's much better. There you go. Look at me doing stuff. See? Look at that. Can just barely make it out if the resolution is good enough. But you've got that really, really cool looking honeycomb type pattern of mesh down in there. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Freemax is not playing, ladies and gentlemen. They're taking this vape thing to a whole nother level. And I'm actually going to do, I think, a comparison video between the different manufacturers and their mesh coils and take them apart and have close-ups and all that good kind of stuff. It's the first like comparison video I've ever done, so it's going to take me a couple of weeks to get everything sorted out. But I really want to do it for you guys because I want to know personally, and I think it'll really kind of help illuminate the whole situation. Now, the other thing they've done it again, is they also have these guys, which are the triple mesh coils. 3 mesh coils in each one. Look at that. Very similar to like your T6 or your Dodunnery. Those two. Whatever those two are. Right here where my thumb is. Yeah. The ones that everybody likes for the Fireluke Original and the Fireluke Pro. It's basically a mesh version of that. So instead of having parallel coils inside there, you actually have that honeycomb mesh again. And believe it or not, these coils are actually compatible with the original Fireluke, which is crazy to me. So it's good for the Fireluke, the Mesh Pro, and the Fireluke Pro tank. One coil for all 3. Bravo. It's about time somebody did that. But I put the dual coil in there. I think there was a little quirkiness going on out of the box, so I took that out, and that's why I got that pack of triple coils, because I wanted to try those. It seems like the coil diameter is a little smaller, so I thought it would help restrict the airflow a little bit, because as you can see, it is huge airflow in there. But it definitely has jaw-dropping flavor, right? Like, this is at 85 watts. So the triple coil is rated from 80 to 110. Like I said earlier, I had it up to like 100, 105. And it was just super sweet on the juice. So I turned it back down and I settled at 85. Now this is reading 0.15, which is what it's supposed to be, and 3.57 volts at 85 watts. So it's a little higher than the traditional mesh that we've been talking about with the 3 volts. But it seems to handle it really well. As you can see, plenty of vapor production, but the flavor is astounding on this thing. Like, absolutely astounding. I thought mesh was as good as it could get, but they done went and changed the game up again. And I don't know if they figured out that shape works best with the wicking, or that they had a little too much surface area with the traditional mesh, or what was going on. But I knew they had to do something because I saw the resistance before the coils even got here. It was 0.2 for the dual and 0.15. So in my head, I'm like, there's no way they could take that same mesh and double it and get a higher resistance, or triple it and get the same resistance. That math just doesn't work. So the first thing I did when I got this bad boy is I cracked open the coil and looked down in there, and I saw that honeycomb 6-sided mesh thing they got going on, and I was like, that's really cool. Okay, so no real comments, concerns on that. Most of that stuff we talked about. Like I said, give me like 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to have it up before the end of the month. But I'm gonna do a mesh coil comparison video about all the smoke tech, the original Fireluke, the Fireluke Pro, and the Vaporesso mesh coils. And we're going to throw the strip coils in there from Smoke too, because I think Smoke Tech was onto something with that one. But of course, they're coming out with their own duals and triples and all that. So once those are available, we'll definitely try to add more, at least one of those kinds in the comparison video. That's the other reason why I wanted to wait a couple weeks, because those will be coming out soon. So like I said, it is a little bit bigger than the Fireluke Mesh is, because it is the Mesh Pro, but it's the same size as the Fireluke Pro, so you get the 6 mil juice capacity with the bubble tank on there, and it is substantially taller. As you can see, there's my Fireluke Mesh, and right up next to the Pro, so the whole tank is about the size of the tank and the drip tip on this one. But I personally wanted more juice capacity, because that was the biggest pain in the ass about the Fireluke Mesh, was I had to refill it. Even with that bubble glass, I'm filling it like 4 or 5 times a day. Crazy. So giving it the bubble glass with the larger juice capacity, I really like. So good job, fellas, ladies. So that brings us to our last piece of business that I wanted to discuss here. And that is our website. So for those of you that have never been on our website, it's shop.rvavapes.com. Do this so you can see what's going on here. Boom, there we go. Right up here. shop.rvavapes.com, and we have all of our products that we do reviews for with the coupon codes and all that stuff. So if you see anything on here, check out more on our YouTube page. You might be able to find a coupon code for it. But the main reason that I'm bringing this up today is because just last week we added a brand new section to our website right there, online only deals. And this is a very extensive list of new e-liquids that we're offering from our warehouse, shipped directly to your house. So don't come in the store and expect to see these. They're kind of testing the ground for new flavors. If something picks up on sales on the website, then we may look into bringing it online. But it's also cool because we were able to find some of the stuff that we used to carry that stopped selling as well, like, I don't know, Animal Unleashed e-liquids, for those of you that are fans of, I don't know, like maybe the Reaver. Bam, right there. Now you can order Reaver from our website, ship it directly to your house. We also got another fan favorite out there from Arrow. We're still waiting on that shipment, I believe, but it's up there, so keep an eye on that. What else we got on here? We've also got the original Animal Vapes. So anybody that's a looper head that just wants more looper, that's available as well. Let's see what other stuff we got on here. We have the Glass Basics for the salt vapors. Anybody that's looking for a salt flavor from Glass, that's on here as well. So you can check that out and order it directly from us. We got Beard Salts. We got Beantown. Yeah, look at that. Soul Custardy, little O-face action for you right there. What is this I see? Is that Boilermaker? What? Yeah, that's right. We got Boilermaker up on here. And you can get, you know, the original favorites like Chisel. I know we have a couple of people that are still fans of Chisel. You can order that directly from our website now. We also have the Rivet, which was a fan favorite for a long time. Anybody that's into the Rivet there. Got that in 30s or 100 mils. What else we got? What else we got? Charlie Noble. That one a lot of people ask us about. Never really had it in store, so we don't know if it would sell or not. But if you're a Charlie Noble fan, you can get that here at RVA Vapes now. Just go to our website and order it. There you go. Siren Song, 60 mils, 20 bucks all day long. And it may come in the traditional bottle. Chances are that's one of the more popular flavors, so it's probably going to come in this new Chubby Gorilla bottle that they're packaging it. What else we got here? Oh, another one we get asked from time to time, Cosmic Fog. That's on the website now. Any of you connoisseurs, we got Craft Vapory, Cutwoods on there. Everybody's had Cutwood at least once or twice, and you can get your Bird Brains. We even have the My Von Earl pods pre-filled, so if you got one of those, you can get that here too. Dinner Lady, you got that now. So anybody that likes the Dinner Lady or wants to try it, you can order it directly on our website. And we've even got some of the salt flavors too. So like the lemon tart salt, we got that in 30 mg or 50 mg, whatever you want. A couple other ones I wanted to point out that might make a few people happy. We got Element. We got Danish. Shout out to R.D. Smith and my boy Bacon. Allegiance. We got Far by Element. We got Five Pawns again. We got Fresh Juice Company again. If you want to get back and get you some more clean cream, you got that. What else we got? Frisco, Fruit by the Ounce, Gallery, Gemini. Oh, that's what it was. We got the original glass back on the website. So you can get your pound cake on, you can get your guava or your OFT. We have all of those on the website now. We got Jam Monster, Jazzy Boba. Oh, that's what it was. Them juicy ohms, man. Look at that. When's the last time you saw the juicy ohms? It was like 2 years ago. Got Ohm Sweet Ohm, Ohm Run, Wacky Pony. I know some of y'all love some Wacky Pony. And they will go in and out of stock. So like with the Wacky Pony, you saw it was out of stock. Just check back. We're still working on a lot of the logistics side of it. But if it's up here, it will be available at some point. Kilo. We got all the kilos. You got your Envy Fit kilo pods. You got your white series. If you look and see there's 100 ml bottles coming. Check that out. That's going to be cool. They also have this standard series, which is what they push in their K1 like pre-filled pin system. But you can get the traditional e-liquid as well. We got the strawberry milk. You can get that coffee milk in the Moo series. 100 mils coming soon. But it's also got the black and the white series up there, as you saw. So if you want some ice cream sandwich, or you want some of that honey cream you used to get, you can get it right there on our website. Got Jimmy the Juice Man, King's Crest, Lighthouse. It's the Lighthouse Reserve, so it's the newer 60 ml line, but it's still Lighthouse. And I think one of those, if I'm not mistaken, is very similar to one of the more popular Lighthouse flavors from before. Liquid State, you can get your apple butter. Marina, Marshmallow, Modus is back on our website. So if you really wanted some Pablo or some Betty, we even got the frosted versions up there. There it was. Oishi Jusu is back on our website only, so you can order that directly from us now. You got 1-inch punch, Sub-Zero, Tokyo, Sumo, Lemon Geisha, even got the Crouching Tiger and the Blue Ronin. Got all your favorites there from Oishi available on shop.rvavapes.com. Philip Rock Signature Series for all you strawberry shortcake fans out there. Look at that. You can order that too now. Pinkies up. Shout out to Mr. Andrew Bird. Get that. Pinup Evolution. So if you want Christy or Rita, you can order that as well. Primal Elixirs back up there if you still want your Learn bottles. Ripe Vapes, we even got that. These are mostly salts, but you can get some VCT salt or you can get some key lime cookie salt if you want that back in your life. Rocket Sheep, Rocket Punch, Shinjin. Look at that. Suicide Bunny. Never thought you'd be able to get Suicide Bunny from RVA Vapes, but there it is. Got the Taffy Man back up there. If you want to get you some H2O berry, we got you. And there it is. RVA Vapes now has Telios in the warehouse. If you want it, come get it. You can get it from us directly. Order it on our website. Ship it to your house. And the list literally goes on and on and on. Custard Shop. You got a whole bunch of pre-filled Envy Fit pods. The Milkman, you can get that too now on our website. We brought back Pale Whale. That's right, I said it. Pale Whale. Back on shop.rvavapes.com. There was another throwback jam on there. Oh, bam. Steam Co. Look at that. Gentleman's Reserve. Red Hood. Old English Reserve. Merlin's Bow. That Nay. We got them back for you. You can order those on our shop. And of course, what list of e-liquid would be complete? Look at all those new brands, boys and girls. We got the Nick salts. We got the big bottles. We got the 30 ml bottles. Whatever you want, check out the online onlys section. Like I said, it's not going to be available in store yet, but you can order it directly from us now. And we can provide you with some of your favorite flavors that we no longer are able to carry in store. How cool is that? You're very welcome. Don't have to thank me now. So that brings us to pretty much the end of our show today. We got one more piece of business we want to take care of real quick one time. But in the interest of saving time, make sure you check out the website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can get updates for all of our latest reviews. All of our reviews come with a coupon code. So if you see something on one you like, make sure you click it, watch the video, and you can get the coupon code for that particular product. Now, in our last review, we reviewed a product from our friends at Hugo Vapor. And that's this guy, the Radar Mage GT 218 in paint splatter color. And we decided, with the help of Hugo Vapor, that we're going to give this bad boy away. So what we're going to do right now is take all of the qualified entries, which means if you follow the directions properly, put them up in our random.org randomizer like we do, and we're going to spin it up and see who wins. Okay? So it's always on the third try. Whoever's number one is going to get this Mage. There is a FDA fee associated with it. I will contact the winner. You have 48 hours to claim your prize. And if you claim it, then I will give you the details on how to pay your FDA fee, because we're not giving away free tobacco products. Don't get it twisted. We follow the rules around here. But that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. If I didn't get to your question this time, email me, chip@rvavapes.com. Please check out our website, shop.rvavapes.com. It's got all those new 200 plus new brands of e-liquid that you can order directly from us. and we will ship it to you, or you can come pick it up in the store. We'll work that out when you order it. You can do it either way. And other than that, we strive to educate and help give you guys all of the answers to your vape related questions that you possibly have. So throw your Thanks for watching, Phil. We appreciate it. I don't know what email you're talking about, but shoot me an email, chip@rvavapes.com, and we'll figure out what the deal is, Phil. But like I said, we got this randomizer loaded up here, so let's see what we got. I'm going to roll the dice, people. Roll the dice. There we go. Boop, boop. All right, cool. So, we didn't have a ton of entries. I only put the video up on Saturday, so I didn't expect a whole lot. But here we go. First on the third roll. Bam. So that is 1. 2. And 3. Paul Daniels, come on down. Third time, Mr. Paul Daniels right there. You are the brand new owner of this wonderful Hugo Mod Radar Mage GT218 from our friends at Hugo Vapor. So I will tag you and try to get in touch with you, Phil. Today's the 10th at 8:25 p.m. Got 48 hours. Please, please, please claim your prize. I got way too much vape shit sitting on my desk. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. You know how we do around here. So, we want to leave you with a little piece of love, a little piece of happiness, and as always, if you want to smoke, that's your business. If you don't, you know where we're at.